Fear of missing out is sort of a nuanced way of looking at the anxiety a person experiences at the idea that stuff's going on and they don't, because they don't know what it is, there's sort of an uncertainty to it, right? And people worry that if they're not present for things, that it means that they're not involved in them and thus will be left behind, stuff like that. There's all sorts of reasons why people experience FOMO. Coping with it, I think, is really comes down to acknowledging the reality of just how space and time works. You are always going to miss out on something by engaging in something else. There is no physically possible way for a person to be present for everything. You are always going to miss out on things. The only thing that you aren't missing out on is literally the thing that you are presently doing. So if there are certain things that you are wanting to be more involved with, sometimes it comes down to priorities and communication. Like if it's, friend group is doing something and you're not involved, you might express that to them. Like, hey, I'm sort of bummed out that I'm missing out on what you guys are doing, or asking if you can be more involved in certain things. But it really, FOMO comes from, in some ways, from like a control fallacy, like this idea that like you can be involved and understand everything that's going on at a given point in time. And so it's just anxiety. But I think it's important to communicate and realize that like it may come down to priorities. What are you willing to sacrifice and miss out on in order to be involved in the thing that you're experiencing the FOMO related to? It's a game of trade-offs.